What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. I totally get where BLQ was coming from. I agreed 1,000% with BLQ. I totally did. I agreed 1,000% with her because I understood it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chase was a little confused about why she was so mad at Lucy, and yet she's, accusing Lucy and Scott of scheming against her grandmother, but yet she's doing the same thing. I understood her logic behind it because it is true. And it is a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it's okay for me to mess with my own grandmother, my own family, and scheme against them, but it's not okay for outsiders to do it. You know what I'm saying? It made perfect sense to me because that's how the Qs operate. They scheme against each other. But when outside forces scheme against them, that's when they batten down the hatches, come together, and shut those outside people out. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. So I understood her logic between, for being pissed off at Lucy. And her comments about Laura being Luke's, the love of Luke's life and stuff. I get it. So I know this is going to be a lot more satisfying for Brooklyn because if you think about it, she could stick it to her grandmother and stick it to Lucy all at the same time with getting deception and handing that shit right on over to Maxie. So I get it. It's going to be that much more satisfying for her. So anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of Lucy and them, I totally get why Martin was pissed with her. I get it. Here this man is trying to have a romantic time with his woman. She over here worried about what Scott and Tracy talking about and what they doing. I get why he's pissed. And the fact that she's sitting there calling him insecure, talking about, oh, insecurity don't look good on you. That's not a good look on you or whatever. If he's insecure, she's partly making him that way. Because not only is he being manipulated into thinking something's going on between Scott and Lucy, by Tracy, Lucy's not helping the matter. You know what I'm saying? Because here he is trying to get information, trying to find out what the hell is going on. And instead of telling him, she's being evasive and dismissive of him. So that's fanning the flames at this point. All that's doing is adding to the manipulation tactic that Tracy put in his head. That's all she's doing. So now when he storms off and get pissed off, now she want to call him and leave a voicemail talking about, oh, let me explain, give me another chance. He gave you a damn chance, more than one. He gave you time to explain to him and you kept being dismissive. So what the hell do you expect that man to think? She had opportunity to tell him what the hell is going on, even when they were in the bathroom by themselves. There was nobody in there. He was like, listen, explain to me what is going on. She wouldn't say it. So you had your chance. You missed it. So too bad. If he leaves your ass, he leave your ass. That's on you. Should have just sat there and told him the damn truth from the get-go. He would have understood. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he would have. Martin ain't above scheming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he does as a lawyer. Shit, he done schemed and plotted. You know what I mean? He represents Valentine, who schemes and plots all day, every day. All you gotta do is just tell him. So if she messes up her relationship with Martin, that is solely on her. Because this whole plan of her and Scott is failing. Okay? It's falling by the wayside. It's been failing. They really think they got Tracy in the ropes. Like, man, your plot is just falling apart before your very eyes. And for her to sit there and tell Scott, oh, we gotta up the ante, we gotta do damage control, we gotta send Tracy a dozen red roses or whatever, and we're gonna use your card to do it. If I was Scott, I would have told her, "Witch, please, we are not about to use my credit card." First of all, Scott being dead his damn self. Like, he is not about to run up his little credit on some damn roses for a plan that's gonna backfire. Like, ain't no way. I hope she plan on writing him a check to reimburse him for that. I'm just saying, like, this plan is dumb. It's funny, but it's dumb. It's like, y'all couldn't come up with nothing better than this, because him falling for Tracy is really not believable. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Because, Scott will fall for a damn polar bear at this point. Like, he just seemed like he lonely and horny, so he ain't no telling what he'll fall for. He'll fall for a damn possum if it got a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man don't care. Anyway, I love that scene with Tracy and Gregory and stuff like that, because you don't often get to see Tracy care for somebody like that or be vulnerable with somebody. So I love that she was trying to help him and whatnot. Because that ALS is just tearing his ass up. Like, Gregory is not long for this world. That ALS is getting to him. Like, he getting to points where he can't even move. He could barely move. that ALS ain't no joke. Like, that shit just tearing his body up. But I'm glad that she was there for him and stuff like that, and trying to, get his energy and stuff back up and all that by bringing up her little family drama with Olivia and Lois talking about the wedding cake and all this mess. Because, Tracy ain't got no faith in them when it come down to playing no elegant Quartermain wedding. She feel like if they playing it, it's going to be tacky as shit. Tracy is not about to let tacky be a part of her family. Absolutely not. Tracy was like, no ma'am. But I'm glad Tracy was there for him, because when Tracy really care about somebody, she really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's really there for you, being a friend, just being there. So I love that side of her. So anyway, moving on from that, I totally understand. I was totally in agreement with Porsha today, because I hate that Trina keeps second guessing herself and going to Paris and whatnot. I agree with Porsha. Go to Paris. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree. Go. Don't worry about what's going on here in town and all this. Because Paris is such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for so many people. Like, unless you got a unlimited bank account or something like that, Paris really is once in a lifetime. Like, you really got to go. Especially if you can go on somebody else's dime. Because whatever this program is that's, taking her there or whatever, I'm guessing that they're paying for her to go or whatever the case. And you already know Spencer got money, so he gonna pay for whatever else. So I mean, shit, she ain't got to come out of pocket. So if you can go to Paris, France for free on somebody else's dime, the answer is quite simply go. You know what I'm saying? I agree with Porsha. Like, it's an amazing experience, especially for somebody her age. To be like 20 years old or whatever, 2021, and be able to experience Paris, France. And you ain't got to be old to enjoy it. Like, you ain't got to wait 30, 40 years to go when you can afford it. No, go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the best times to go. I mean, any time to go to Paris is great, but when you're young, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, even better. Because you can experience it early. You know what I'm saying? That's an amazing thing. So I definitely feel like she need to stop second guessing this and just go. And I'm glad that Porsha put her little differences with Spencer to the side, and she was like, shit, even me and Curtis feel like if Spencer got to go with you, we're cool with that too. We just want you to go in and have a great time and send mad pictures. I love that, because I'm like, good, be supportive. You know what I'm saying? I know she ain't high up on Spencer or whatever, but be supportive, because I agree. Paris, France is fucking crazy. Like, I would love to experience that one day. Hopefully soon. So I hope she listened, to her mom, and I hope that she listened to the advice that Stella gave her before about going and not putting her life on hold. I hope she really listens and she go. So anyway, I enjoyed that little speech that Curtis gave the family and stuff like that while waiting for the doctor and whatnot. I was a little nervous at first, because when that doctor was touching his bottom of his feet and stuff like that, he wasn't feeling nothing at first. But I'm glad that when they did it again or whatever, he started to feel a little something. I said, well, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because I would hate to have to go through a risky surgery like that just to, come up empty. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been pissed. If I was him, like, to not feel nothing after putting my body at risk for experimental surgery, oh, I would have been pissed. So I'm glad he felt something down there. Thank God. It's a start. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't fully got his, mobility or nothing back. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be walking for a good while, but it's a start. At least you felt a little twinge or something. Because not feeling nothing is not a good sign. So moving on from that, Stella need to go on ahead and give Marshall a chance. She need to go ahead, because I love how Marshall is not letting her just brush their near kiss or whatever to the side. I love that he not letting her off the hook that easy, because it's obvious that he feeling her. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason that she is hesitant about getting with him is because of her sister. That's what I think it is, because of the whole complicated history of it and whatnot. And I think that's what's like holding her back. But I feel like she really need to move on with her life. Like, Stella need to get her life. She really do. It's time for Stella to start living for Stella. And if she can make something happen with Marshall, I say go for it. I wouldn't give a damn who get mad, who got something to say about it. I don't care. If he feeling her and she feeling him, go for it. Life is short. Do your thing. And I'm glad that he's on her like that. Letting her know, like, listen, I ain't letting you brush this to the side. I know that's right, Marshall. Go get you some. So anyway, moving on from that. This whole Maldon situation, I'll be so happy when this malpractice shit is over. Like, I get it, though. I get where Finn is coming from. Like, Finn is being put through the ringer. Like, he can't do no surgeries. He can't do nothing without permission, basically. Everything he do in that hospital, he need permission. He need permission to walk down the hall at this point. Like, everything got to be overseen by somebody. I'm like, well, damn. Like, do you got to get permission to go to the restroom too? Like, I would be pissed. Like, I don't blame him because I would be annoyed by it, to be quite honest. I would be totally aggravated. So at least he got Liz by his side, and hopefully we get to this trial and we can find out his fate. Especially, you know, with all the stuff going on with his father too weighing on him. I mean, this is a hell of a time to be going through a lawsuit. You know, your daddy dying, now you got to worry about your career on top of that. That's a lot to be dealing with all at once. Like, I don't know how, you know, he doing it, but thank God he went to a meeting or whatever and got to talk it out for a minute at the meeting, because venting about it can help you out a whole lot, because Lord knows that's a lot to be going through. So anyway, moving on from that. So apparently the two goons that came up on Jordan are with the FBI. I said, oh, what's their interest in all of this? Because apparently there was a big boss that scared them or whatever, basically telling them to back the hell off and stuff like that. But Jordan didn't get to see who the boss was. I'm curious about this case now. Like, who was involved in this? You know what I mean? Like, who's the boss at the door? Like, who's running the show over there? And I'm glad that Jordan not backing off from this. And I'm glad that she got Anna at her side, because she shouldn't back down from this. And I love that they not letting nobody scare them. You know, because Anna ain't no punk and Jordan ain't no punk. So I love it. You know, watching them work together on this and whatnot, trying to get to the bottom of this foolery. Because Anna already knew. She was like, yeah, you're not backing down from this, right? Jordan said, hell no. No chance in hell. And I don't blame her, because I wouldn't back down from it either. I damn sure wouldn't. Nope. This is a good challenge. Now you got the feds involved in this. I'll be all up on this thing, because I'm ready to see a bang out. I'm ready to see Jordan and Anna be on some Charlie's Angels type shit at this point. Just knocking them out. I'm ready. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.